Today I would like to teach you about the Four Noble Truths. Today we will introduce the first noble truth, second noble truth, and the third noble truth, fourth noble truth as well. So let's begin introducing the Four Noble Truths. What are the Four Noble Truths? The Four Noble Truths indicate to us the existence of the possibility of a well-lived life. And throughout the millennia, there have been wise teachers, Socrates, Upanishadic seers and saints, um, and, and, um, and those in other religions or practicing virtues, who have believed in the moral uprightness of our actions, our words, our thinking, and our behaviors. And all of these religious beliefs and philosophical viewpoints have a common search for the truth. Hence, we come to understand that they are all pointing to, arriving at, common virtues: truth, beauty, and the realization of ultimate goodness. The ultimate good is the realization of awakening, enlightenment. But on the relative level, we must find goodness within the relative sphere of virtues, which enable and ennoble us towards the highest reaches of of common humanity, you can say, or of just simple, Aristotelian virtue, perhaps one could say. So we can understand that at the lowest level, the common pursuit of virtue is that which gives a backbone to and credence to higher level truths, such as the Four Noble Truths and the Upanishadic truths, which are higher expressions only of basic truths. And those basic truths are that we should seek truth, beauty, and goodness, and cultivate moral and intellectual virtues, as we see in the case of the life of Aristotle and the many pre-Socratic philosophers, as well as Socrates himself, as well as the many sages and saints of India. The pursuit of goodness is an end in itself. It is a good and just thing to pursue. In the pursuit of goodness, we learn to establish ourselves in truth, and slowly we reach to the heights of those truths given to us by Gautama Buddha by pursuing these paths, by pursuing lesser truths. So the lesser truths are the guiding light towards higher, ennobling truth, or what is called Arya Dharma in Buddhism, or what is called Vaidika Dharma in Hinduism, the Vedic Dharma. So we are, as humanity, if we can even say there is such a thing as one humanity, with all the diversity and proliferation of so many diverse viewpoints now in humankind's history. But we might be able to say that we are all in pursuit of virtue. We're all in pursuit of truth. We're all in pursuit of some kind of standard that establishes us as morally righteous beings, as morally upright, morally exemplary. So, the path taught by the Buddha himself was that of the Eightfold Path. The first elements of the path are to establish oneself in what are called right views, right thinking, right speech, and right action, upon which the path is subsequently founded, the remaining limbs. But the first elements of the Buddhist path are common to virtually all religious teachings and doctrines. And they are what establish us in what I call elemental virtues, elemental goodnesses, elemental love, elemental kindness, elemental our elemental humanity, we could even say, blossoms from right view, right thinking, right speech, and right action. So this teaching also is what the Christ, Jesus Christ himself taught. And as someone who has read Matthew 5 in the Bible, I can see no difference between Christ's teaching of virtue and moral purity and the first four elements of the Buddhist path, which I just outlined. And so this commonality, we see in its we see it very strongly in the Christian realization of what's called righteousness, right? Righteousness in our moral outlook and our approach to the suffering others, to those who suffer. Um, so all of these religions, all human religions, all human philosophies are converging or do converge upon common conceptions of truth, common conceptions of goodness, and I would submit common conceptions of beauty. The first, so if that makes sense, the first two elements of the Buddhist path, which are right view and right thinking, pertain to the truth, what is true. The next elements, right goodness, right speech, pertain to what is good, as does right livelihood, which we won't get into. But on a firm foundation of truth, the Buddha thought, we can discover what is good, what is virtuous, and we can explore the actual good in our thinking, our speech, and our actions. And yeah, so I suppose this is the teaching for today, and perhaps we will improve upon this later. And this is just an introductory, I think. Well, this will be more introductory for in terms of religious understandings. And I appreciate you guys for listening, tuning in. Thank you all.